Greetings, comrades. Many workers are struggling to write CVs. So one comrade calls me, he says, Comrade Mapena, can you call a workshop? Not for politics. The comrade emphasized that do not call a workshop to discuss politics, but call a workshop to discuss a simple thing, writing of a CV. So a number of workers have challenges in drawing up a CV. A CV is a very important document because it talks about you, what you are capable of doing, what you have achieved, what you can achieve. It speaks to your employer because the employer is impressed, or your prospective employer is impressed when they go through your CV. But if your CV again is something else, is not appetizing, so to use the word, you run the risk of not getting a job. So, but a CV, it's a simple document that you need to draw up. There are many examples online. We live in the digital world. You can simply go online, you check how others are writing their own CVs. Then you write your CV, you submit. So a CV, like I'm saying, it talks about yourself. So when you start writing a CV, as many, which I've discovered that many workers have challenges in drawing up a CV. For instance, it's a CV for Ngqabutho Nicholas Mapena. So that's the opening with bold letters, curriculum vet 4, Ngqabutho Nicholas Mapena. Then I declare, let's say I'm a receptionist, then I write receptionist. That's my profession, right? You then write, I then write, because say this is my CV, right? I then write my address, right? My address, Johannesburg, South Africa. I have to write my phone number. These days, almost every worker has access to a cell phone. Very few workers have access to a landline. But if you have a landline, you write your landline. But it's easier, a cell phone number. So I write my cell number. I write my email address. Then the second stage is a career overview, right? Like I said, if I write, I say I'm a receptionist. I'm not saying I'm a receptionist, but I'm giving this as an example so that to construct a CV. Say you then write a career overview, just a line or two. It should not be you should not write a thesis. I mean, the employer has no time to read the things in detail, long paragraphs, just in three words. I mean, 3 lines. You simply write what your career overview is. For example, you say, I manage secretariat duties like sorting and sending out emails and keep all records of the company, keep the office clean and attend to clients. I maintain an inventory of office supplies and place fresh orders if necessary. Right. As a receptionist, I have to say that there are things for tea, coffee, all these things, they are necessary in a company. And it's me as a receptionist that when people visit the office, they have tea. So I don't write tea, like I've said, just an inventory of the things that I manage to keep the office tight. Those things, they are there. So it's just 2 lines. It's enough. Do not write a paragraph. And then the next stage, you come to educational qualifications. When you write educational qualifications, write your highest qualification. Don't tell us that I did my primary education in Bizingo Primary School. I went to secondary school, to high school. It's not really necessary. Write your highest qualification, right? And under education or academic qualifications, write your highest. Say, I did my secretariat studies at the Bulawayo at Bulawayo Technikon, right? Just that it's more than enough because I've stated the highest qualifications. If, say, you went, you didn't go to college, right? You went to A level or O level, you write that as your highest qualification. You state the years in which you went to the college. Then skills. It's important because this is what the employer is looking forward to. What are the skills? For a receptionist, basic computer literacy skills, right? Organizational skills, strategic planning and scheduling skills, time management skills, verbal and written communication skills. Because I'm a receptionist, I should be able to communicate, right? You also come to the part where your experience, or state my experience, which company did I work for? If, say, I worked for Pick n Pay, I have to write Pick n Pay, say, from 2015 to 2019. It's important that I write that. Then the manager at Pick n Pay becomes my reference. And it's important that you then write the name and the contact person. And also write what you were doing in your previous job. So I have to state what I was doing at Pick n Pay. Say, if I worked at the front desk as a secretary, I have to indicate that, right? So state briefly my duties. Maybe just saying what I used to do at Pick n Pay, help colleagues and set up the office in a way that streamlines processes, sort and distribute correspondence as soon as possible, ensure information is accurate and valid by creating and updating records, plan and schedule meetings and appointments, right? That's the experience that I have from my previous job, which is secretariat, right? And then, like I said, you are a receptionist and you write what a receptionist will do if given the opportunity to work. So you end up by writing references. Like I said, the references of the companies where you worked previously. You might have worked for 4 companies. Simple write this year, from this year to this year, reference number this year to that year, and state the reasons of why you left the job, your jobs, previous jobs. So in summary, there are just 6 steps in writing a CV, right? Because the first step, if we're to run through those steps, the first step is it talks about you. Because it's my CV, it's your CV, it talks about you. Like I've said, your full name, your email address, your phone number. That's what you have to indicate. Then a personal profile, a brief summary of your competencies, career achievements, as we have used the receptionist as an example, career achievements, and then off of what you can do for the employer, right? Work history, as I've said, that you write references of companies that you worked for, you state the companies that you worked for, and the years in which you worked for those companies, or the employer that you worked for, which links to our third point, which is a work history. Your employers, the people that you used to work for, just in brief. As I'm saying, that a CV should not be too many pages to an extent that your prospective employer will not get tired of reading, right? You then, in the 4th point, your education qualifications, as I've said, that you state your highest education qualification, whether you have a degree or you have a diploma, you state that, right? Then the skills, the most relevant skills that prove you'll be able to excel in the job. Just limit yourself to a few skills, right? And the last one, as I was number 6 point, anything that proves your worth and validates your skill set. That's what a CV needs. So it's not a complicated thing. Just 2-3 pages of a CV or 4 pages, it's enough. But of course, you might have questions or you want to share with others in this YouTube channel. Please write in the comment section, circulate this video, like the video, and please do subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you are on TikTok, please follow us and like the video as well. Otherwise, good.